Hello fans, welcome to another edition of Richmond Bagel Quest, where we try and find the best bagels in Richmond. This stream will be much better than last time because I have a special guest, Harding at all the dudes. So yeah, Harding, do you have anything to say before we...
My sandwich came with my initials on it.
What are your initials?
Ham, egg, and cheese.
Ham, egg, and cheese. You hear that? They were prepared for her. So we're at Pop's Market right now on East Grace. Coming at you live, coming at you hot.
Yeah.
As you can see, we're in a better mood today.
Great ambiance.
Yeah, great ambiance.
High ceilings. There's
High
a chandelier.
Really cool place. So we're trying to figure out the best bagel in Richmond. So let's get to it, and then we can talk a little bit, you know?
I'd like to take a moment to appreciate that our sandwiches came in butcher paper.
Butcher paper is key.
With like hella masking tape.
Well, you gotta do it. So Harding, what did you get for breakfast?
Okay, so I kind of veered off from the road and didn't go with the traditional bagel. I went with an English muffin. Shout out to my dad.
Shout out to Dad. Hashtag Dad.
Hashtag Dad.
I went the bagel route, and I got an everything bagel with egg and cheese. It looks pretty dank. I can't believe I just said dank.
Sorry, it's because I said it.
Oh, come on.
Come on. It's too hot.
All right. Initial thoughts. First thought is, I ordered everything, so I should expect a lot of seeds in my teeth, but that's okay. Let's go to the bagel itself. The bagel is good.
It looks appetizing.
It does look appetizing here. It's not a New York bagel. Let's say that. Right off the bat, not a New York bagel. It's a little more doughy than I would expect.
So it's a deli egg.
Yeah, I got egg and cheese on it.
But it's all mixed together.
Yes, it is. So that is points for style. If you didn't hear that, Harding said that the egg and the cheese are mixed together, so it's kind of just this like patty. It's pretty good. How's yours?
Good. English muffin, same deli egg, added some ham.
Is the English muffin good?
What's the difference between an English muffin and a Kaiser roll?
I don't know. Pretty sure Kaiser roll has some like German aspect to it, so I don't know if I could eat a Kaiser roll.
Oh, right.
Because I'm Jewish.
Jokes.
But an English muffin, I think, is thinner. And
prices.
Prices, yes. So I got bagel with egg and cheese and an iced coffee for like $6. So pretty reasonable.
Mine was $7.51.
So pretty good quality.
But I got Black Forest ham instead of country ham.
You spoil yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat
2016.
After the initial 4 bites, because you can't really tell how good a bagel is until 4 bites in. Hunter is joining us from across the street. Surprise guest. Quick, does anyone have any questions that we can ask her?
Or like us.
Or us. Does any...
Robbie, I know you've got questions. Brendan, so what is a Kaiser roll? It's just got like, half my egg fell out.
I'm gonna rate this... I think Lamplighter was better, so I'm gonna rate this...
Surprise guest!
I literally just got out of bed to come here.
Come get a bagel and join us!
Is it good?
Yeah. I'd rate it a solid 7.
Good, yeah.
Should I get one?
7.
They're really good.
I rated Lamplighter 7.5.
Oh.
So...
Is that because of the locks?
It might have been because of the locks. What's the weather like? So, The weather is kind of like
slight drizzle,
it's
overcast.
drab and gray. There's a little bit of a drizzle, but you should be fine. Any other questions?
Oh yeah.
Should you cuff your
Definitely
jeans?
cuff your jeans.
Brennan, is that even a question?
Maybe
You
like
should-
an inch and a quarter.
Much like that.
I got the English muffin. I recommend. They're out of biscuits.
It's lit.
It's lit.
Personify the bagel. All right.
Oh, they only have plain or everything in quotes. Why is everything in quotes?
All right. I got it. So this bagel, his name is Eric. He's an everything bagel, so he's like an all-star. He's good at everything. That doesn't mean he's great at everything. He's just good at it. He's a jack of all trades. He has some personality, some kick, but also could always be better. And yes, Russ, this is a denim shirt. So,
Chambray, if you will.
or denim, if I won't.
Chambray.
Are we famous?
No, but we're watching a guy pack a Black and Mild across the street.
I don't think that's a black and mild. I think he's making a blunt.
I think he just emptied his Black and Mild and is now making a blunt. Spoiler alert.
Should we invite him to the show?
He's wearing all Adidas.
Well, it's fun to see people that I haven't talked to in a while join the live stream.
Who's Zoe Nutt? Great last name.
Hey Zoe, I went to high school with her.
Sweet.
Um,
How do I go about eating this like chunk of egg?
you just throw it up and catch it with your mouth.
We convinced Hunter. She's joining in.
She is joining. If anyone would like to join us, we are on East Grace and North 5th, downtown, near the Hilton, right across from the guy smoking the blunt.
Oh, he's leaving.
Yeah, but this lady's walking up with a lollipop.
We're across the street from Juan Gonzalez's and Pasture and Juleps, down the street from Rappahannock Oyster Company.
For those of you who just joined, we are rating bagels at Pops in Richmond, Virginia. How do we feel about egg bagels?
Well, I like egg bagels.
Egg bagels are good.
I like salt bagels. Salt bagels are good.
Ooh, I don't
Not
think
about
I've
onion.
ever had a salt bagel. Describe a salt bagel for us.
Pretty much the same old boiled bagel situation, covered in salt.
You never think of bagels as being boiled. I always think of
Bagels
them.
have to be.
Right, but I always think of them as being baked because they're a baked good.
Well, they're baked and boiled.
Right, but you always forget about the boiled part. How's it going, Hunter?
It's fun.
Oh, Raina's here. Raina, is it English muffin a Kaiser roll? Is it similar? Oh, look at that.
It's like a little swing,
A little cheese.
a little cheese swing. Oh,
Congratulations.
wow. Okay. But our viewers are dropping, so we got to keep it interesting.
What else can we discuss? Should we show more of the shop?
Have there been any famous movies that also have a bagel scene? Is that a weird question? I don't know if we should keep the topic just to bagels.
Well, if we want to talk about Seth Cohen and the OC and how much he loves bagels, but that's not a movie, but it had such a strong cult following that then created Gossip Girl that I would consider it on the movie level.
As soon as you open your mouth, Harding, I just stop
Anyone?
listening.
OC fan out there? Seth
Russ
Cohen?
is an OC fan. Russ Rizzo.
Russ still watching?
Russ Rizzo loves the OC. Ladies, he's single, but you have to match his style, so...
Oh, you can get mussels here. They come with bacon.
I was really tempted to get this suit, but I figured I'd stick with it.
So, we're now taking questions from the audience. If anyone would like to ask us questions, really anything. I'm trying to figure out the format of this video as we go along.
Banana, ricotta, chocolate chip, cookie crumble.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. Maybe we should get some of that.
It's a dinner treat.
Why does it have to be a dinner treat?
It's $8.
Oh shit, that's more than everything that we got.
That's too much.
That's too much.
Someone's having a business meeting behind us. I wonder if they're distracted.
Well, we should include them and ask them what they got for breakfast. Are they distracted or refuse to look?
They're all drinking Perrier.
Oh, fancy water. For those of you outside of Richmond tuning in, I am starting to, every Thursday, different breakfast place, either try a bagel or just breakfast in general. It could be a nice break to the week. I don't have class on Thursdays, but
I don't have class on Thursdays. Context, we're in the same program.
she's an experienced designer, which means literally nothing, and I'm an art director, which also means nothing. Hey. So yeah, Richmond is pretty cool.
Interrupted by Dad.
Yeah, my dad tried to call. Don't you know I'm live, Dad? Come on, Dad. So, what else should we talk about? Sourcing questions from the audience? Maybe I should have prepared a little bit more. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do.
Ooh, okay, this just in. Hunter got a bagel.
Hunter, let's see what you got.
Just a plain bagel. It's the most boring of all the bagel varieties.
And that's why we didn't invite Hunter in the first place.
So Hunter, did you see our Facebook Living and you just scooted on over?
Yeah, I live like in that building right there.
Oh shit. Could you see us from your window?
No, I couldn't. I can only see a brick wall from my window.
Alright, she can only see a brick wall from her window. So do you know the quality of Spotify playlists that were released today, like this morning? I don't really understand the question, Russ.
Do you know any quality Spotify playlist? Not the quality of Spotify.
Yeah, I read that wrong.
Sorry, Russ, we judged a little fast.
Sorry, I'm not a copywriter.
Sorry, I'm actually an Apple Music person.
Ooh,
Mainly
that's a
for
debate.
the videos.
So
It's cheaper. Student discount, it's like $3.
Yeah, but it's dumb. Why
not
not?
dumb. It's built into my phone. I can go, hey Siri, play Taylor Swift. She'll do it. You try to do that on your phone. You can't do it.
You're just
You
doing it
can't.
so you can listen to Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
Well-
half the reason was Taylor Swift. And the curated playlist. So like Haim has a weekly radio show. Highly recommend it. Then you can go listen to their playlist from the radio show.
I hear that. But I refuse to do it because I'm so entrenched in Spotify.
See, I never paid for Spotify.
Ah.
So when Apple Music came out, after talking to my friend that works at Apple, convinced me of the switch or the commitment.
Yeah, so what do you guys think, Spotify or Apple Music? I think Spotify. I like the Discover Weekly and the Discover Daily now, which is coming out. I think that's pretty cool.
Apple has that.
That's like the South Park episode, Diddy did it, before
Yeah.
anything else. So did Diddy do it first, or did Spotify do it? Or are you confused by the question?
This coffee's good. It's Roast. Is that how you say it?
I don't know, but I'm too poor for Starbucks, so I get all the time.
Yeah. It's over on West Main.
Do you come here often since you
1600 block.
live right across the street?
Rostov's. I'm
Just
sound
I
like an
don't
idiot.
have time to go to Starbucks for coffee.
But you just said you were poor for Starbucks. Contradicting
I'm
yourself.
poor in time and money.
Poor in time and money, but not in friends.
Their outfits
Friends.
match. Oh, your dad left a voicemail.
Ooh, Dad, I'll call you back.
That was a long voicemail.
Yeah, that was like 3 minutes.
You're in trouble.
Let's see more of the space. I know you guys are interested. Look at that wine rack.
Look at that.
Rack.
We need to go sit in the big, like, grandpa chairs.
So, if you couldn't guess, you can get alcoholic beverages here. Pretty good. Haven't tried them. I assume they're good.
They've got beer on tap. Six rotating taps.
I was about to get beer, and then I realized it's 10:30 in the morning.
The woman who runs the place looks like a Jewish grandmother, so I give this place like +5 points for that.
They accept Apple Pay.
They do accept Apple Pay, but who doesn't now?
Richmond's still stuck in like 2012.
I don't know what Apple
That's a
Pay
lot.
is, and at this point is I'm too afraid to ask.
You don't know what it
Apple
is,
Pay?
but you're mad
No,
when
I
they
know
don't
what
have
it is.
It's really easy. Look, you go.
All right, back to the Spotify Apple Music debate because I liked where that
My
was
credit
going.
card's there.
Did everyone get her credit card? You could.
You can't see all the digits.
Did everyone get it? Someone hit me up with those digits later.
Are you almost done with your bagel?
Yeah. Should the stream last as long as my bagel, or should the bagel last as long as my stream?
That's a silly question. Oh, we lost a lot of viewers.
Yep, but that's okay.
It's almost over.
It's every day is a winding road. Just get a little bit closer.
The coffee also has free refills.
Free refills on the coffee.
Treat yourself 2016.
Thursday.
Isabella Bolivar.
That guy's name's Dubrow. Great last name.
So, I don't know if this is an urban legend that I heard from my friends, but I heard once that this kid's last name was Sporn, S-P-O-R-N, and his dad then married another woman whose last name was Star, but instead of taking, they just combined last names, and so the kid's name was Sporn Star as his last name. I don't know if that's true, but I'm highly, I'm thinking of changing my last name to Sporn. Looking for stars out there.
Your dad just called.
So?
So rude. You're just gonna drop his last name?
To become Sporn Star? Yes. The first of his name.
First of his
My dad did just call, but it's probably about me live streaming and giving all my social security information away.
What else do we have? Do we have any questions? No questions.
This weekend is the Richmond Folk Festival. Harding, why don't you tell us about that?
Well, Eddie, Folk Festival is great. It goes on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pretty much all day on Saturday, pretty much all day on Sunday. Or I guess it ends a little earlier in the evening on Sunday. Down on Browns Island, Tredegar Iron Works. There's, I think, 6 different stages, maybe a few more. Go check out some live music from all across the world. There's beer. You can go try a parrot on your shoulder. You can
Did you
create
just say
really
you
great
can
hats.
try a parrot on your shoulder? What does that mean?
Well, you can literally go into this tent. Well, I guess it's like a cage. You go into a cage and there's always these people that have all these parrots and you just walk around and they just start putting them on your shoulders. Great. It's one of my favorite activities. You can go make a hat out of paper bags up in the kids section. There's the craft beer tent. Highly recommend. You get a lot of free swag if you play any of the games because all the beer reps are there.
Speaking of birds and hats, one time my dad took me to the zoo. And my dad, if you don't know him, wears cowboy hats. And he has this cowboy hat made of straw. And one time we went to the zoo. No, it was just a straw. I don't know. I don't understand your question and I refuse to answer it. So he was wearing a hat of straw and the guy put like 2 macaws on his shoulder, like those big blue and red birds, the like ones that you imagine that parrots look like. And during the picture, the parrots started eating his hat. And they were eating it at such a fast pace that by the time that they were done like taking all the birds off us, we had like 12 on us, the hat was almost completely destroyed. So, awesome story.
I just realized I forgot to put hot sauce on my English muffin.
This week's episode is sponsored by Cholula.
A+.
Not really, but Cholula, if you want to sponsor us, we will incorporate.
I usually put Cholula on my breakfast Sammys.
Why did you not this time?
I think I was distracted about the Facebook Live aspect, and then Hunter showed up as we started. There were a lot of different things going on. I forgot hot sauce, but the bagels, English muffin, still good.
Yeah.
I wish it was on a biscuit, but they're out of biscuits.
Final thoughts. What do you think of the breakfast here?
This place is great.
Okay, so atmosphere, how would you rank it? 1 to 10. 10 being absolutely perfect, 1 being we are in a garbage trough. Why are we here?
8.9.
8.9.
8.9.
Okay.
I'm a little confused. They have 2 types of coffee, but there are no signs, so I don't know if one of them's decaf. So I went bold and did half and half.
That's not how you would do things. All right. How would you rank the coffee?
Coffee's good. Locally roasted.
All right. I'd rank the atmosphere here.
Whoa, that guy looks like Robbie.
Robbie, come in.
It's not
That's
Robbie.
not Robbie.
Too tall. Sorry, Robbie.
Too cool. Sorry, Robbie.
I said tall, not cool. Though he is wearing pants.
All right. I think I'd rank the atmosphere a solid 7. I think it's cool here. There's no music.
There is music.
If there is, I can
Like
hardly
jazz.
hear it.
It's a little echoey.
Yeah, high ceilings will do that.
Do you want to show again?
Yeah. Cool atmosphere. Coffee, iced coffee is pretty good.
I wonder if this person's going to notice.
Turns out you won't.
I really want to buy one of those big bags of rice, like industrial bags of rice right there.
What would you do with all that rice?
Industrial bags of rice.
Dibs on band name. My new band name is called Industrial Bags of Rice.
Featuring Hunter?
Check us out. We're an indie folk rock, jazz, country band we only play spoons. Electric spoons.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah. That's what Industrial Rice Bags is all about.
They have a lot of nice signs. If you can see this,
That's someone who works here.
This one is for Lucy, what's her last name? Dacus? Lucy Dacus. She is a Richmond born and raised songwriter, musician. She's playing the National on tomorrow. Tim Kaine recently said she was one of his favorite artists. She was a camper while I was at camp.
Cool.
It's very nice. She's playing the National.
Awesome. Speaking of
doing
the
anything.
National, going to the National tonight to see Andrew Bird, so very excited about that. Shout out to Martin Madriaga, because he's joining me. Maybe I'll live stream that, probably not, because this is a process. Yeah, so all in all, I think I'd rank this place a 7.5. Great atmosphere, pretty good bagels, pretty good breakfast.
I like how much space. That's what it has going on at
Great friends.
No Patio.
No patio.
No patio.
Minus 7 points. It's 0.
Oh.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. See you next week for more Richmond Bagel Quest.